I'm Sonia Kaleselvam and this is Kini News. It's not yet official, but Donald Trump has declared himself as the winner of the United States election, completing what many may or not call a historic comeback.
Republican candidate Donald Trump has surpassed the 270 Electoral College votes needed to win the 2024 U.S. presidential election. According to Fox News, Trump defeated his rival, Democratic candidate Kamala Harris, by winning 277 electoral votes and securing his spot as the nation's 47th president. The U.S. has 538 electors, and to win the presidency, the candidates must secure a minimum of 270. Trump is also leading the popular vote, garnering more than 69 million votes, or 51% of votes counted so far. Trump was first elected president in 2016, defeating former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. In 2020, he was defeated by Democrat Joe Biden, who served as vice president under Barack Obama. The win would make Trump the only U.S. president to serve non-consecutive terms following Grover Cleveland, who served 2 terms in the late 1800s. Al Jazeera reported several world leaders congratulating Trump on his victory, including French President Emmanuel Macron and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
As Trump returns to the White House, his campaign remains firmly rooted in the America First agenda, focusing on economic growth, job creation and reducing reliance on foreign trade.
Donald Trump's manifesto remains firmly centered on the America First agenda, emphasizing economic growth, job creation, and reducing reliance on foreign trade. A key part of his economic strategy involves addressing America's trade deficits by renegotiating trade deals and imposing tariffs and sanctions, particularly targeting countries like China. Trump has pledged to protect American industries and jobs by holding trading partners accountable and enforcing stricter trade agreements. On the foreign policy front, Trump has committed to a more isolationist approach, aiming to reduce U.S. involvement in international conflicts while focusing on strengthening national defenses. He has consistently advocated for a tough stance on adversaries such as China and Iran, calling for greater military readiness and a more assertive approach to global security. Domestically, Trump's focus remains on securing U.S. borders. He has promised to continue building the southern border wall and enforce stricter immigration policies to curb illegal immigration.
In conjunction with Malaysia Kini turning 25 from now to 30 November, you can subscribe or renew your Malaysia Kini package with 25% off. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on your screen to enjoy this exclusive offer. Moving on to the next story, a war of words erupts as Umno leaders Mohamad Hasan and Dr. Muhamad Akmal Saleh fire back at Tony Pua over the FashionValet investment scandal.
Umno leaders Mohamad Hasan and Dr. Muhamad Akmal Saleh are taking aim at Tony Pua over his comments on Khazanah Nasional's investment in FashionValet. Muhammad, who also serves as foreign minister, slammed Pua for comparing Khazanah's decision to back FashionValet instead of Grab, accusing Pua of spreading past misinformation. He referenced a 2018 claim that Rosmah Mansor, wife of ex-PM Najib Razak, supposedly owned Grab, a rumor Najib had called out at the time. However, Malaysia Kini found no evidence of Pua or any PH politicians accusing Rosmah of owning Grab. Meanwhile, Akmal criticized Pua for downplaying Khazanah and PNB's 47 million ringgit loss in FashionValet. He argued that while business risks are normal, using public funds on a company with 5 years of losses is questionable. In a Facebook post today, the Umno youth chief also responded by calling Pua stupid. The scandal broke last week when the losses were revealed in a parliament reply. Back in 2018, Khazanah and PNB invested 47 million ringgit into FashionValet under Najib's leadership as Prime Minister and Khazanah Chair. Since the controversy erupted, FashionValet founders Vivi Yusof and her husband Fadza Anwar have taken responsibility and resigned from the company. Now the MACC is investigating, and Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim has ordered Khazanah to conduct an internal review into the failed investment.
Meanwhile, PKR leader Najwan Halimi has reminded the Umno youth chief who chaired Khazanah at the time it decided to invest in FashionValet.
This is after Akmal, in a swipe at former DAP lawmaker Tony Pua, said it was unusual to pump a large sum of public funds into a company that had made losses for 5 straight years, in reference to FashionValet. In March 2018, the Khazanah chairperson was Najib Razak, who was also the Prime Minister and Finance Minister at the time. Najwan said everyone wants transparency on the matter and there was no need for insults. Akmal, who is a staunch defender of Najib, earlier called for a Royal Commission of Inquiry, RCI, to probe the FashionValet losses. Pua, who labelled the losses a venture capital risk, dismissed Akmal's RCI demand, calling him a joker.
The Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission is continuing its probe into the financial troubles at FashionValet, with founders Vivi Yusof and Fazaruddin Shah Anwar facing further questioning this morning.
The Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, MACC, has resumed questioning FashionValet founders Vivi Yusof and Fazaruddin Shah Anwar at its headquarters this morning. The questioning session was scheduled to start at 10 a.m. According to Berita Harian, sources say the investigation is focused on the alleged mismanagement of public funds. This follows a significant loss of nearly 44 million ringgit from Khazanah Nasional and Permodalan Nasional Berhad (PNB) in their investment in FashionValet. Yesterday, Vivi and Fazaruddin were questioned from 2:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the MACC headquarters. The probe centers on the financial losses suffered by Khazanah and PNB after they exited their stake in FashionValet, which had been making consecutive losses before the investment. Vivi and Fazaruddin are among 6 individuals whose statements have been recorded by investigators. MACC investigators also raided the offices of FashionValet as well as the Ministry of Finance, Khazanah and PNB.
Now let's see what's unfolding in the Dewan Rakyat. Tensions flared in the Dewan Rakyat as Kota Baru MP Taqiyuddin Hassan and Law Minister Azlan Othman Said clashed over the House Arrest Law and a disputed royal decree.
Attorney General, Peguam Negara adalah salah seorang ahli dalam lembaga pengampunan. Takkanlah Yang Berhormat tak dapatkan maklumat daripada AG mengenai isu addendum tadi?
Saya agak keliru. Yang buat dulu pun Menteri Undang-Undang. Adakah Yang Berhormat mengatakan bahawa Peguam Negara lapor pada Yang Berhormat? Is that what you're making assumption?
Ya. Kita boleh mendapatkan maklumat daripada
Saya minta maaf
negara.
Yang Berhormat, dalam kajian madani, saya Menteri yang bertanggungjawab undang-undang. Saya tidak terlibat dalam pelantikan Peguam Negara. Saya tidak melibat diri melihat fail dalam Peguam Negara. Dan saya juga tidak terlibat dalam lembaga pengampunan. Sebab Menteri bertanggungjawab, sekretariat kepada kes yang di-Pertuan Agong adalah Menteri Wilayah. Yang Berhormat sebagai mantan Menteri Undang-Undang dalam kerajaan, sudah tentu Yang Berhormat lebih berakal daripada saya.
Yang Berhormat tak perlu berhelah lah.
Tidak.
Kita Attorney General dan juga
helah dia Yang Berhormat sebab
adalah di bawah Menteri Undang-Undang.
Maknanya dengan izin, Yang Berhormat mengaku you are admitting you did give direction to the Attorney General when you are the minister. Betul tak?
Kita baru buat tuduhan, Speaker.
Kajian madani tidak.
Deputy Prime Minister too, Fadilah Yusof, expressed his willingness to engage in one-on-one discussion with opposition MPs regarding the allocation for their constituencies.
Jawapan saya ialah saya dah ditolak. Bila dah ditolak, yang hanya memberi jawapan ataupun respon ialah Yang Berhormat Muar. Jadi Yang Berhormat Muar telah menulis surat kepada saya, menghantar email dan saya sedang meneliti segala cadangan balas oleh Yang Berhormat Muar. Dan ini akan dibincang di bawah whip kerajaan dan insya-Allah saya akan memanggil Yang Berhormat Muar nanti untuk respon balik kepada apa yang telah dikemukakan oleh Yang Berhormat Muar. Manakala kalau ada di kalangan individu ahli parlimen yang nak berbincang dengan saya di sebelah sana, saya terbuka. Tapi secara kelompok saya dikatakan sudah pun menolak daripada keputusan pihak parti itu sendiri. Jadi saya tak dapat buat apa-apalah sebab tugas saya adalah untuk broding. Kalau tak ada broding, saya tak dapat buat apa-apa. Jadi saya akan broding pada mereka yang nak broding. Terima kasih.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Sonia Kaleselvam. Thanks for watching.